Hey people, it's NIyas713. I always like these science run amok stories. So this is from The Guardian. For crying out loud, Dutch scientists grow human tear glands. Creation of mini organs using stem cells will help research into tear-related disorder. Stop your sobbing, because scientists can do it for you. Using stem cells, Dutch researchers have grown miniature human tear glands capable of quote-unquote crying. Initially, when scientists were looking at developing this technology, their first protocol was the inner lining of the gut, because it replaces itself every 5 days. They took a tiny piece of gut tissue filled with stem cells and fed it proteins called growth factors to stimulate cell growth, expecting the stem cells to rapidly proliferate. But to our surprise, the stem cells created a mini organ. It's small, but it has all the major cells in the gut that you need for digesting food, said the study author Hans Clevers, group leader at the Hubrecht Institute for Development Biology and Stem Cell Research at the Princess Maxima Center for Pediatric Oncology. That was back in 2009. Since then, researchers have created mini versions, all called organoids, of the liver, pancreas, bladder, and more. They even moved from mammals to reptiles, successfully growing snake venom glands. Last year, Clever's PhD students elected to work on human tear glands. Hang on, I lost my place. Where is it? There we go. After successfully creating tear glands for mice, they moved on to human tissue. Suspended in a gel, a tiny piece of donated human tissue was given a cocktail of growth factors. After about a week, the researchers broke it up into small pieces and fed it some more to create several mini glands. They look like little balloons, said Clevers. Tear glands are useful to their human host in a plethora of ways. They produce a thin layer of liquid that sheathes the cornea, lubricating the surface of the eye, protecting it from irritants and infections, and supplying nutrients. The glands are also responsible for manufacturing tears, whether due to physical provocation, say someone sticks a nail in your eye, or emotional angst caused by, for instance, a car that runs over your pet cat. In either case, the brain instructs the tear glands to weep. The chemical message that comes from the neurons to your tear glands is adrenaline. So to really show that we had functional tear glands, we needed to show that they would respond to adrenaline, said Clevers. When the mini organs were given a persistent supply of the growth factor cocktail, they didn't produce much tear fluid upon encountering adrenaline. But once they were cut off from the juice, the cells stopped dividing and were allowed to settle down and mature. The adrenaline quickly produced tears, he explained. Little balloon-like glands rapidly got swollen because there were no ducts for liquid to escape. Eventually, they were made to rupture or ruptured themselves, dripping out some liquid in the form of droplets, added Clevers. The model has some limitations. The researchers captured one cell, the ductal cell, the tear gland is composed of, but the gland also comprises other cells. In addition, these organoids are not part of the human body, in which tear glands could be wrapped around by muscle and blood vessels, so the limitations to their functioning caution. It is a reductionist model, but the essence of the tear gland is captured, namely the tear formation and then the adrenaline-induced production of tear droplets. This model can now be used by researchers globally to identify new drugs for patients who do not produce enough tears and to study how cancers of the tear gland form and may be treated. Eventually, this type of organoid may even be transplantable to patients with non-functioning tear glands, the author suggested in the journal Cell Stem Cell. Meanwhile, researchers in Clever's lab already have their eye on the next project, crocodile tears. We want to grow crocodile tear glands, said Clevers. Crocodiles don't cry because they're sad or something. They're just trying to get rid of salt. That's why it's scientifically interesting to see how this works, how they use their tear glands as kidneys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'm going to leave this article in the description. I'm going to leave my GoFundMe in the description if you want to support this channel. I'll leave my Instagram there as well, so you can follow me there if you want. And I'll leave my t-shirt there if you want to buy one of them. Peace.